Bottom of the hour now, the top of the news, and a search effort underway after somebody kidnapped 3 Americans in Baghdad. That's according to U.S. and Iraqi officials. The Wall Street Journal reports one of the Americans is a woman. A spokesman for Baghdad's Joint Operations Command says that the 3 citizens were Iraqis who acquired U.S. citizenship. And Iraqi intelligence officials says that the kidnappers took them from their interpreter's home in the neighborhood of Dora and brought them to Sadr City, where, quote, all communications and contact stopped, unquote. The U.S. Embassy confirms several Americans have gone missing. Secretary of State John Kerry told Fox News earlier that the U.S. is working with Iraqi authorities and that investigators have a good sense of what may have happened here. A Baghdad police official says they worked as contractors at Baghdad International Airport. And Associated Press reports the Islamic State, Shiite militias, and criminal gangs have all carried out kidnappings in Iraq in the past and in many cases demanded ransom payments. So far, no group has claimed responsibility for the kidnappings, but John Bussey's here. He's the associate editor of the Wall Street Journal newspaper. They have a pretty good sense of what happened. Does your reporting shed any light on that?
Yeah, so the State Department's not really getting into detail. They're saying that 3 Americans apparently were kidnapped. Our reporter, Matt Bradley, who's in Baghdad, says, look, the details are still unclear, but it looks like 3 naturalized American citizens, 2 Iraqi Americans, 1 Egyptian American were kidnapped, apparently visiting a home in this neighborhood that you described, Dura, which is a kind of a very sketchy zone of Baghdad. There are Muslims, there are of Sunni background, Shiite background, there are Christians. This was an area that was particularly engulfed in the sectarian violence of the 2005 through 2007 period. So it's a very difficult place to navigate. And it could have been anybody. It could have been Al-Qaeda. It could have been one of the Shiite groups that provides the bulk of security now in Baghdad. These are Iran-funded Shiite groups providing the primary security in much of Baghdad now. You imagine that. That's a very, very difficult place within which to operate.
Any idea whether this is a cash grab or something else?
Yeah, nobody knows. Nobody knows. Is it politically motivated? Are these Americans going to show up on a new Iranian prisoner list? Is it a cash grab? Is it revenge for some other group's doings in the neighborhood? We just don't know yet. They apparently were, from Matt's reporting, talking to Iraqis, and you have to take that for what it is at this stage. It's kind of very preliminary, unconfirmed information. They were working for a military contractor, possibly General Dynamics, which is not yet commenting, providing some kind of training for the Iraqi military. Beyond that, we just don't know.
If whoever this is wants money, history tells us we'll get some sort of proof of life video or photos or something, and then a demand, and then I guess we'll have a better idea of what these people are facing.
Yeah, that's right. Or it could be that this is a group that's in conflict with the government. There's a lot of their members of their particular group held in jails by the Iraqi government. Maybe they want a prisoner swap. Again, we just don't know yet. But the U.S. says that it's working with the Iraqis, the Iraqi government, on trying to find them. That's going to be a very difficult undertaking, given how fractious and how kind of insecure this whole zone of Baghdad, and quite frankly, Iraq is now.
There's much more on this on our website and at WSJ.com. John Bussey, thank you.
Pleasure.